Hello, this is Harry, and welcome to part 2 of our Mystery Mods Modcast. So this was meant to be one video originally, but it ended up being like over an hour long or something ridiculous, so it's been split into two. I hope you enjoy this video. There is a download link to the mods in the description if you would like to try them out for yourself, and I hope you enjoy. Now, there was another technical, well, I guess a lot of technical issues that John faced Omega faced in the final episodes. It would have changed the series completely if this didn't happen.
A tragic saga.
Okay, so I should make some things clear. I didn't want to win the fight because in Mystery Mods I play kind of a character, so it's kind of like an exaggeration of myself. But it's kind of a character who's a lot more bloodthirsty and obviously wants power and whatever.
Yeah.
Therefore, it would make no sense for me to get the stones, then go, yeah, you know what, I'm going to chuck them into the void. So I didn't want to win the fight. Okay?
Yeah.
My plan was to die twice, and then use the moment, kill them both, and then have a mad scramble for the stones. Genius plan, I know. And the moment didn't work.
Because we forgot to change the config when we moved the server across.
Oh, okay. Now, that's only one of the issues, though, because Omega had a lot more game issues in that episode. I can show some clips, because I think I still have the original recording on my laptop, so...
Yeah. I don't think it shows up in OBS, but I have this weird screen defect. I'm just going to go with it, because it's not an issue. It's just annoying.
How do we get to the podiums?
I don't know, but my game's just frozen. Give me a minute.
Oh, and Matt's gone.
Like, left the game?
Yeah.
Matt thinks his Wi-Fi went.
There you go.
At one point, my FPS drops to 5. Like, for whatever reason. I'm chasing Epic, I'm like 10 blocks away from him, or something like that, and my FPS drops to 5. And this is just before you enter the TARDIS with the stones.
Oh, man. I remember I watched that because I heard you talk. See it. And I saw it, and I cannot believe it drops that much. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. There was other issues I had with the fight and stuff, but those aren't really technical, those were just more other stuff. But...
The complications that came with it.
Yeah.
So there was also two different like sets of fight rules because Epic originally made the fight rules. There's a lot more than actually explained in video. It's very complex, and we didn't feel like saying it all out in video because that wouldn't make great content. But there's lots of things you are and aren't allowed to do. Like, one of them obviously being my lightsaber. I wasn't allowed that because it one-hits everyone.
We did list it a little bit at the end of episode 18. We got most of the rules out, I think.
Yeah, the main ones. We basically said no tinkers and no lightsaber.
That was a more refined one, because I came up with a system, and that's when we'd have like a things we were allowed to do, things we weren't allowed to do. It was a much more detailed thing. We eventually...
Here's the document. This is the document.
No. Don't show that document. No, please.
No, this is my fight rules document. This is the one we actually went with at the end.
Alright, yeah. Actually, compare it to mine, actually.
Okay, yeah.
Compare it to mine.
These are the two compared. There you go.
Yeah. So mine is like... It's like a whole explanation. I've got like objectives.
Yeah.
You can only use moves. And here are the moves you're allowed. This is what counts as a move. This is what not allowed to use.
So I didn't like Epic's one for a couple of reasons. Number one, there was a movement system, which I thought would just slow everything down a bit pointlessly. And number two, he got rid of melee combat.
Yeah.
Which is what me and Jay focused on a lot more. Like, we actually had armor and swords and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, my reasoning for that, but I don't think I was able to transition it well using this, was that the one-hit swords were just a bit too much. So I think it would be more interesting.
Yeah.
Like our laser vision and our like stands and stuff like that. That was what I was interested in fighting. the 50 damage
Yeah,
swords, which were quite a lot. But I think it was a better thing restricting it by removing the tinkers and just being allowed to do melee. I think that was definitely a better turn.
I based
better choice.
my fight rules very much from Epic's one, and but I did it while I was actually with Omega, and I think I was just with Omega that day.
Yeah.
But Omega helped me out with a lot of it as well to decide what went in and what changed.
Yeah, because I knew what items I had, and I would go, "Oh, is this item okay? What should we do about these items and stuff like that?"
Now, it may have actually looked scripted in the episode, but Jay had no idea that Omega was going to betray him. As you can see here, as you can see here in my thing, it says, I think I actually cut out his reaction because I was just like, okay. But as you can see here, he just said, "Oh, okay."
Well, my reaction was, it was more, oh, okay then.
Yeah.
That was exactly.
But as you can see here in my plan, it literally says Omega carries out his secret plan. Jay had no idea what that was. I did. Obviously, Omega did because it was his plan. And I think Epic did as well.
Everyone apart from Jay knew. I told both Epic and Harry like weeks in advance.
Yeah.
Because I just joined the call one day. I was like, I feel like betraying Jay.
What led you to do that then?
Well, I mean, it was kind of illogical.
Yeah. What led you to betray Jay?
Because it turned into a bit of a 3v1, and we just sort of ended up.
Oh yeah,
getting
no.
burned.
The thing was about the 3v1. I knew that Jay would have no equipment, right? Because I hadn't given him equipment. I told him that I had equipment for him. Blah de blah de blah.
Where were we? Because I think about half of what we were saying got cut out, but Omega was talking about something. I don't remember exactly where we were.
I was talking about something to do with the fight.
Yeah.
I think I was talking about how... Oh, wait, no, I know what I was talking about. I was talking about how Jay found my secret chest. So, the reason I was betrayed Jay was because it would make sense, because realistically only one person could win anyway. Might as well go down the villain. But, the thing was, it wasn't meant to be a 3v1 at all. And to be fair, it still wasn't in the fight.
Yeah.
But Jay was never meant to have equipment, because Jay didn't have equipment. He didn't have his own equipment. I got equipment for him. Except Epic and Harry spent so long setting up and preparing and doing all this stuff that Jay had finally ran around and done all this stuff so much until he finally found my secret chest of stuff, which he tried to loot during the fight. So I had to then go and kill him during the fight to stop him stealing my stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's when you actually stole the stone, if I remember correctly, when I was in the water after killing him.
Oh yes, that. I remember that bit.
So
I did show this bit where Jay went down into the water to try and loot the chest, and then John went in for the second time and killed him. So yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Did I ever actually send you my footage?
I don't think so, but I don't think I needed it in the end because you're always in a call with one of the two of us. But I have it from John's perspective. I mean, Omega's perspective, anyway.
The main reason I underestimated the stands is because I had arrows of stand stealing. I made tipped arrows of stand stealing. However, I didn't realise how useless they were during the fight.
Yeah, I could just resummon it in like less than a second just by pressing the summon button again. Because you did get me at one point.
Lawrence.
Splash potions were good though, because they take away it for about 20 seconds.
The problem was the range. I couldn't get close to you for with the splash potions.
Yeah, because I upgraded my stand to reach at least like 10 blocks, I think.
Yeah.
There's another little thing that Omega had, another little issue. It's about the inventory. So you had an issue moving stuff around.
That was so
didn't you?
weird. Yeah, that was really strange.
You didn't change a keybind by accident, did you?
No, it's not like keybinds.
I'll put that in here.
No, because
the clip.
Why did that not work? I swapped those two. I swapped those two. I hate this. I don't want that.
Look, so from the clip, I know that no one else in this can see it, but Harry can confirm it wasn't my keybinds.
No.
It was just, it would like, I would move something around and then it would force it back into place.
Yeah, it looked like some sort of lag at some end. I don't know.
But it wasn't lag because it was like it was like forcing me to have like certain things in certain spots.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't move things out of certain spots.
Yeah.
Which, so during the fight, I switched to my number 1 spot because I do a lot of PvP. So I have hotkeys. I press number 1 because that's where I always put sword. But because this thing was messing up, my pickaxe was in my number 1 spot. So I start hitting on Matt with my pickaxe instead of my sword. It was...
Yeah.
So stupid.
Anyway, is there anything else that we'd like to talk about throughout the series? Oh, actually, I have something. So, we had to cut it out, but when Epic got his sonic screwdriver back from Jay and Omega, it was in an item frame, and turns out all you have to do to get stuff out of item frames and claim chunks is shoot it with a stand.
Yeah. So when you guys were trying to show us that, oh look, we've went to your base and we've captured it in a painting, I summoned out Star Platinum and I just turned to him and I was like, Aura? And he was like, Aura. We punched it out.
We didn't care that much. We weren't using it.
Yeah,
I don't care that you don't care. I care that it was cool.
Anyway,
it was cool, I tell you.
Before we start talking about anything like season 2 or the between thing,
that's good.
Is there anything else that we'd like to speak about, or anyone would like to speak about that happened in season 1 that we couldn't show?
Are there any things of the series you guys wish we could have done differently, or aspects of the mod packs you wish you could have explored more?
Good question.
I wish I finished my zoo.
Yeah.
The zoo.
Yeah. So there was projects and stuff I wanted to finish in the series, like mining out my great big area. But after the chunk glitch, I gave up on that because it reset half my progress.
Yeah. That was a problem.
So I just gave up with that.
Now, at the start of the series, me, Epic, and Omega set some goals. Here's a clip from that.
I think we should list some points out on video of what our goals are for this series. You know.
Yeah.
So the first episode. Oh no, my sword broke. My sword broke.
Without everyone talking over each other, I say we should all list out our goals for what we want for the end of the series. So Omega, go.
My sword not to break randomly.
Oh. Is that everything?
Okay. No. Really, I don't know. I just want to explore the mods. And I want to have some cool powers and stuff. Maybe be Black Panther. That's about it right now.
Okay. Sounds good. Harry, what are your goals for this series?
It's kind of difficult to say when we don't know what the mods are, but
yeah. What you do know, you know, like rifts. You know, what's on the other side of those?
I want to explore like all the dimensions.
Explore all the dimensions.
Yeah.
Good goal. That's a pretty gangster goal. And
right,
me,
what do you want?
My goals. I want. Ow! God! Did you just airbend at me? He's airbending! He's an airbender! No, he's an airbender! Oh, that's gangster! I love how we're gonna do a lovely bit, sort of wish list sort of thing, and
yeah.
And you learn how to airbend.
I'm sorry, okay?
It's cool. It's such a cool way to, at the end for the episode, you know? Airbending, that's how far we've gotten. We're both spider people, and you're an airbender.
Airbending's
this is pretty cool.
Our goal is to master all the elements. Oh my god, you're pushing us all over the place.
I'm sorry, but it allows me to jump really high and do stuff.
You could have firebending scores, I wouldn't mind being a firebender. Anyway, as the sun sets, I'm gonna list off my goals. I wish to gain a TARDIS and explore every dimension, all of them, just like the show.
Nice.
I also wish to domesticate the xenomorphs and do what the Weyland-Yutani Corporation hasn't done in 6 whole bloody movies. And what else? So yeah, there's another thing which I can't say because that would spoil the mod, but I want to do that too and become all powerful.
Okay, I like doing that.
I want a DeLorean.
Step on like what it was, but yeah, the end goal is like step 1 blank, step 2 blank, step 3 all powerful. That's it. All right.
Nice.
Oh yeah, we set goals every episode and stuff.
No, but at the start of the episode, we set some goals for the whole series that we wanted to complete by the end of it.
Yes.
Yes. Mine was to explore every dimension, and I think to get a DeLorean, I said as well, which happened. And I think we did explore every dimension, or at least go to them to some extent. There's some that we didn't look at that much, and I wish we did explore a bit more.
I definitely wish I looked at the midnight stuff earlier because that was really cool once I got into that. But I got into that before the last episode.
Oh, that's another glitch. We haven't even spoke about the midnight glitch. So it was shown in
I forgot about that.
What was it? Episode 2, maybe 3. Episode 3, or 2 or 3.
Our goals for episode 2 was to go into the.
Yeah, but as you saw, it just did not work for me.
We had the Weeping Angel experience, which is one of my favorite moments of the entire series.
And eventually, after some amount of episodes, it did work for me and Harry, and even Jay.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work for Epic, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I fixed Harry's issue with it, and it transferred to me.
Yeah. It only worked for you during that second episode or third episode. And then later on in the series, it worked for everyone but you.
Yeah, inverted.
Well, that's the reason episode 18, Epic didn't go with me into the midnight. But
yeah, that's my reasoning for why I couldn't really pop along with you. I was in canon. I'm immune. I'm vulnerable to the midnight's acid. Or something. I don't know. Something with the air.
I probably should have mentioned this at the start of the video, but in the link down below there's actually a link to the mod pack, so that anyone watching who wants to try it out can actually install it now and have a go themselves. Just be careful of all the bugs that we've spoke about in this episode.
Whatever you do not make an Eternal server.
Yeah, I'd either try it on an actual proper paid server or on just a single player world. I wouldn't use Eternos for this.
We're going again to reject Eternals. yeah, the mod pack was
made
wonderful.
Stuff of this size.
Oh, pardon?
Not really made for stuff of this size and lack of compatibility.
It struggles with mod packs.
I loved making that
plus,
mod pack though,
plus, we didn't really have any performance boosting mods, did we?
Yeah. That's always something to consider, and we've made sure to add a few of those into the Season 2 mod pack, which I think we're almost ready to talk about that now, are we?
Yeah,
unless anyone wants to say anything else first.
I think I'm ready to begin transitioning.
Okay.
Okay. I'm ready to
so,
focus on
first, there's going to be a between series. I haven't actually said what that is yet in video, so anyone watching now, you get to be the first to find out, other than obviously these guys here. You get to be the first.
No, I don't know either.
Harry just didn't listen.
But
okay, yeah, we're announcing it on the Mystery Modcast.
It's a mini series, so it's going to last, I believe it was 8 episodes, so about 2 months. And it's going to be called Time Runners. So
Time Runners.
Yeah.
The name's changed like 5 times.
It has. It was just going to be Time Travelers, but I think we decided it would be a bit more interesting to go with Time Runners.
Did I come up with that? I just
I believe
saying
you did.
I did. I
Yeah.
was just saying like time thieves, time bandits, time runners, and I just like did a bunch, and you were just like, yeah, we'll go with that
Basically, the premise of the series is that we start in the oldest version of Minecraft we can possibly get running, because we've had some issues with some of them, especially on the server side. But we're gonna increase the server version by 1 every episode, and until we get to the newest version. Not exclusively. There's quite a few we're skipping out just because they don't change much, and we didn't want to make it too long of a series.
Yeah, there was some. So we decided there was no point keeping some versions in because like there's almost nothing that changes between them.
I have a list. So here's the list. The list of the versions we're using.
We shouldn't say them out
loud. Okay, we'll leave that as a surprise. There's no list.
No list. There is no list.
You'll have to wait and see. Episode 1 of that is actually not coming out next week because I think I'm doing something else as a one-off. But the week after that, so stay tuned for that. That's when that series starts.
The plan for Time Runners is we go up through the versions, we explore what's in it, and we just go, oh no, why isn't this feature in the game yet?
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
So broken.
And Mystery Mod Season 2.
Yes, okay. Now we can talk about this.
In production. It is currently in pre-production, not production, pre-production.
What we've done, so as you know, Season 1, all the mods were selected by Epic. For Season 2, we've actually all selected some. Now, they don't know what each other have selected. I've compiled them together, so I kind of know, but I've tried not to look into them. So it is still...
Name, he doesn't know the contents.
Yeah.
So we've all selected about 10 mods each, and we think they work. We're going to do a server test soon.
I've done a lot of testing, but not on a server, so... I was waiting till today because now we don't actually need the server for the Season 1 anymore. I have the download and everything all saved, so yeah.
You kind of ruined it right before filming this, actually. This wasn't...
I took a download right before, don't worry.
Yeah, we didn't plan on making this a mystery modcast. We planned on doing a creative episode where we'd show everything off, but there was... I'm not going to go into details for the sake
We kept getting
of not
sidetracked, basically.
And also just to not embarrass Harry in front of all his viewers, but there were some technical difficulties. Even after this series was over, we had a few technical difficulties.
But not on the server end, or even anything to do with Minecraft.
Oh, no. This was only down to Harry, and we're not going to say what but we're going to hold him accountable for it. Yeah. Okay? So we can...
It may have included having not our voices in the video.
Oh, that's just saying it. What did I just say? Alright, that's... When's this over? I'm tired of you people.
Oh gosh.
So we originally planned to do a creative episode and show everything. We not only can none of us we have the concentration of a small dog that has entered a new and is just mesmerized by everything, but also it just didn't pick up our voices. So we just decided to do a modcast.
Yeah.
I'm the naming dude here. I just make the names. Time Runners, Mystery Modcast. I'm the naming guy.
Yeah.
What can you say? It's good. So Season 2, collaborative this time round instead of just me combining a lot of things. Though I did enjoy making. I really enjoyed making this thing.
Yeah.
This is how I usually play Minecraft. I only usually do single player, and I usually play with a mod pack. But it's funner with other people because I'd read so much about it, and it's the avatar bending adds for PvP combat, and no one to play with.
No.
So when you were like, I need you for a Minecraft series, I got some mods in my back.
Oh yeah. Oh, do you want? So there was a lot of mods that didn't make it into the final cut of Season 1.
Oh yeah.
I don't know which of these were the ones that we... Okay, you can talk about probably most of these unless we're using them in Season 2.
I think I moved a few over to Season 2, but I do not think...
Okay, so which ones didn't make the cut then?
We should also mention that Season 2 is in 1.15.
Yeah. So it'll
Yeah.
be completely different sorts of mods and stuff. It's just going to be very different.
Yeah, I found it. I found the original mod pack.
Okay. You can read some of these off then. Tell us what's...
Yeah, I'll actually just compare the number of mods in the pack to each other. Actually.
Oh yeah.
So, 1 minute. I'm just pulling them up on the screen together for me, using my multi-monitor setup. Look how cool I am. Okay. So in the current mod pack, if you count all the library mods and everything like that, there were 26 mods, which is quite a lot, and that counts every library mod and mod that works together. In the original pack, my first drop, before I changed it and narrowed it down, there were 44 mods.
Oh, that's more than the Season 2 pack.
Yep. And the thing is
Not
that
my fault,
it
though.
It worked, but it was just for server performance. I had to cut it. So the ones I can actually list off these mods. So in the actual mod pack for the series, if we don't count library, the ones we actually did use were the Ether, Aliens vs Predator, Avatar, Craftball, which had the Reality Stone, the Dalek mod, which was the Doctor Who one. We had Heroes Expansion, the Heroes one, the JoJo one, the Superhero one, the other superhero one, the Ant-Man one, the Nether one, the Dungeons, the Power Stone one, Tinker's Construct, the Midnight, the Weather mod, and the Weeping Angels. That, if you don't count the library ones, that was all the series in the current one. In Series 2, oh boy, I'm gonna read a few of these off. Okay, so, we got Ether, Aliens vs Predator, Atom, Cosmetic Armor, Cyberware. We got Furniture. We got Galacticrop, General Design, the Heroes Expansion. We got Lost Cities. These mod. Holy moly! Recurrent Complex. We got RF Tools Dimensions, SCP, Sync. Holy Zombie. So all of that combined with original pack. The only one that isn't in the one that isn't in both of them is the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure one. That's the only one that's only in the refined version of it.
Oh yes.
But yeah, I planned for way more mods, and this was for all sorts of stuff. All sorts. And it did work. It just didn't work on a server. So I actually have this conflict as what could have been actually on my PC. So yeah, that was. I mean, if there were in the future where we get really good PCs and we get a proper server that can run it, or we could do a Mystery Mod Season 0, if you would.
Season 0.
Yeah, here's the prequels he's been planning.
Prequel! Exactly, this is exactly what I was talking about. Prequel.
The thing is, after Season 2, I just can't confirm if there will be another one or not, because I don't know where we're going to be in life. I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know where everyone's going to be, so I don't know what's going to happen after Season 2. But we'll see at the time, I guess.
When are we doing Season 2? When's it? When are we filming it? I don't know.
I think summer holidays, so August.
The in-between one is only a couple of months, so yeah.
Okay. That. Well, if we're filming it during summer, is it coming out during summer? Or is it coming out?
It comes out at the very end of August, episode 1.
Oh, sweet. So I'll be in my second year of college by then.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So that's weird to think about, because I haven't finished my first year of college yet. It's weird to think the time the second one's going to come out, I'm going to have done the current work I'm doing. That's strange to think. Yeah. I mean, I mean, if my second year at college isn't too stressful or anything, I'm down to do a third one. If there's content to make for a third one.
Yeah.
It's more that this one has lasted 10 months. So the first one coming out literally at the start of the year implies that this season could last another 10 months.
Or longer, because it has more mods.
Oh,
or even longer.
Oh, so how many episodes are we doing? Are we doing 20, or are we going to up it?
Well, it depends. I think at least 20, because that was a good amount for the amount of mods we had. But it depends where we are. If there's so much stuff we still haven't seen and done,
It was 20
then
mods, 20 episodes.
We'd end up, yeah.
It's 40 episodes then.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much more variety in the season 2 pack because it's all of us with all our different mod choices and tastes and stuff. Like, from a little bit of background knowledge, I can tell that what I've put in is very different to what Harry's put in.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And without spoiling one of Jay's mods, I can tell you that God help us all when we get on there. It's not when we get on. It's just.
I'm worried now.
He's added. He because okay, so 1.15 they added bees. People like to make mods about the things they add in the versions. So when 1.16 came out, a lot of Never mods came out. But because we're in 1.15, there's quite a few bee mods.
No.
Say no more. Say no more.
I dread it. I dread it so much.
Nothing more.
Yeah. I was going to add more bee mods, but I ran out of mods.
If it's something to do with a certain Jerry Seinfeld movie, very sorry, I'm resigning. I am resigning from season 2.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I'm definitely down to do more mystery mods because I definitely think it's a series that can work in any version of Minecraft. Any version that has mods. I know I pitched a 1.14 one to Harry, so we could always do a 1.14 one. 15, who knows? When 1.17 in both of its parts gets released, like a year's time from now, you know, this time next year we'll probably have a list of, during the Caves and Cliffs update. So there might be some cool ones to do during that. I definitely think it's a thing we can just do over and over again, and it stays interesting because it's different.
Yeah. Now, there was a big thought process when deciding what version to actually make season 2 on. Originally, I think we were going to do it on. Well, we considered 1.12, we considered 1.14 and 1.16.
I assembled mods for all of these versions, by the way.
I can remember our process. So we started off with 1.12. We went, Epic has some mods for 1.14. Let's do it on 1.14. And then I started moaning, and so did Jay, because 1.14 is not a particularly modded version.
Now, I had a full list. I had 10 mods for 1.14. But,
I did too, but they were all out of date. I had a bunch. They were all outdated versions because they stopped supporting 1.14.
Oh no.
We could do a 1.14 one. I definitely think if we do another one, we can definitely do a 1.14 one. There is mods for. I know I have some Harry's.
No, I know there is mods.
So we could do it at a later date.
Not as nearly as modded.
Yeah.
Because that was during Minecraft's down.
I did manage to get half of mine though. Half of the ones I chose for 1.14 did actually have the versions for 1.15. So there was only about 5, I think, maybe less than that I had to get rid of and replace. So yeah.
Anyway, I wonder if I could just learn Java within the next month and move all my 1.14 to 1.15 because I told Harry about one, and he was really excited for it, but it doesn't support 1.15. I wonder if I could just learn how to support it. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
baby.
Seeing as we're not using it, we could probably say, I guess.
You could probably say it. It would say it was another Doctor Who one. It was another TARDIS one, but it worked completely differently in regards to the TARDIS and wasn't even really to do anything with the show. It was more of just using the concept of a small machine with a bigger on the inside interior. Apart from that, it didn't have many similarities with it, but it had a really good system with flying and you actually had to take care of it. Like if you don't take care of the TARDIS, it will treat you worse. Like it won't drop the right stuff like there was a whole system to add a lot more detail to it, a bit like how 1.14 added like a lot more detail to like how villagers worked. This different it was actually called the new TARDIS mod, worked a lot differently and a lot more in detail for the TARDIS we Oh God, I hate talking about Mystery Mod Season 1 in the past tense. Hurts,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
can I?
What was that? Sorry, you?
No, I was just gonna ask something, but yeah.
Go ahead. Nah,
You're
go
right,
ahead.
okay. But can I mention a mod we're definitely not putting in season 2?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're not carrying over Tinkers simply because of how unbalanced it is with everything else.
I don't think anything is carrying over actually.
No, I did push for the Weeping Angels. I did push for the Weeping Angels.
JEI at a later point because that's
that's utility stuff.
Yeah.
None of the mods from season 1 are carrying over.
Yeah, it's going to be all new content for you, so watch it.
Yeah, won't have any similarities. Unless I find a JoJo mod for 1.15, then I'm hacking.
Just to give a little bit of hype for anyone who's still watching. I'm not going to spoil too much, obviously, but here is one single screenshot from my test world. So, yeah, there you go. Just to hype it up a little bit. It's not going to show too much, obviously, as you can see. But there you go. Anyway, I think we'll about wrap it up for today, unless anyone else has anything they desperately want to say. But
I think, how long have we been recording?
About an hour.
Anyway, yes.
That's all for today. As I mentioned, download link in the description if you want to try out these mods for yourself. I thank you for watching, and we'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Goodbye from the Mystery Mods team until summer, I guess.
Until with the Mystery Mods.
Well, time runners. But yeah.
Until time runners.
Till time runners. Okay.
Maybe another
See
person.
You in time runners.
Bye-bye.